And
We're back.
we're back.
We are back.
Welcome back to Quiet in the Back. Be quiet in the back. We are pontificating today.
Yes, absolutely. We are imagining entire new numbers.
My name is Patrick William. I'm one of the two hosts.
I am Austin Jenny. I am one of the two hosts.
He is the second of the two hosts
One
in
of them.
terms of the order that we introduced ourselves in today.
Yes, there are two of us.
Now, you'll notice that we're being very mathematical right now.
Oh, so I breathe math.
I live for numbers.
Yeah.
I live for multiple types of irrational, non-deterministic,
Psychotic numbers.
repeating variables, such as pi,
Yeah.
also known as Darren Aronofsky's directorial debut, Pi.
It was his really?
Yes. That's his
Jesus
first movie.
Christ, dude. 1998.
98.
Yeah, the year I was born, baby. Let's go.
Made with $60,000.
That's it.
That's it.
Holy shit,
He scraped it together and barely got this movie made.
bro.
That's probably why it's in black and white. I don't think it's just artistic. I think it's just so much cheaper to film black and white when you don't have to coordinate sets, costumes, etc.
For
Lighting, like
sure.
color temps.
For sure.
So,
I mean, and honestly, I think it also just adds to the movie in a way as well.
me too. It actually thematically works with like the go board
Mm-hmm.
and the black and white sort of perspective that he has
On everything.
versus Saul.
True. I like Saul.
Yeah,
I was sad
I
to
like
see him
Saul a
go.
lot. Where do you want to start with this movie, dude?
Probably a pretty brief description. It would
Yeah.
do me justice if you want to lay it
Yeah.
out.
Okay, so this is a film about a mathematical genius named Max who has a supercomputer in his apartment,
Yeah.
and he has been calculating basically equations that he believes are going to unlock the secrets of the universe. He believes that the universe is fundamentally mathematical. And if he can unlock these, whatever the secret sort of like number is that's underlying
Yeah.
the patterns
this
of nature,
algorithm.
then he'll be able to do things like predict the stock market, for example. And that's essentially the basic plot outline.
Yeah.
Everything else flows from that setup. And there's a lot of thematic content, a lot of philosophy and psychology. But as far as plot is concerned, that's more or less it. He runs into a couple side characters.
Yeah.
His old mentor, Saul, who's an older mathematician, arguably also a genius.
Yeah.
And they play Go games together and talk about his progress. And then there's these two other characters. One is like a Hebrew, I don't know if he's a rabbi.
He's
just like a
certainly of the
Hasidic
Jewish,
Jew.
of the Jewish faith.
Yeah.
as
And he's
well.
like in the temple. He's like clergy, I think.
Yeah, he's like working on the Torah and
Yeah.
doing the numbers of the Torah.
Yeah. So he's a numerologist.
Yeah.
And a mystic Jew. So he's really into Hebrew mysticism. He says that up front. And he's explaining how in Hebrew, all of the words also have a numerical value.
Yeah.
And you can translate words into numbers and add them up. And so they have this like cool example. And I don't know Hebrew, so I don't know if this is complete bullshit or not.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure.
But I think it's real.
I'm pretty
I
sure
think
it's
based
real.
on reality.
I've definitely listened to some people talk about the mathematical side of
But
the
like
Torah.
the number for dad and the number for mom add up to the same number for the word child.
Yeah.
And there's like tons of sort of like air quote coincidences in the Torah like that, where the numbers and the meaning of the words work harmoniously
Yeah.
both ways.
That is really cool.
That's
Just a side note.
extremely cool.
Yeah, that is the amount of thought that must have gone into that is incomparable.
Right? Yeah. How do you even like, because language is not created just like beforehand. Language evolves
it happens
with communities. So the fact that they were able to like they had to assign the numerical values like retroactively to make it make sense
Yeah.
for the words, but
How do you do that?
it's so tidy.
Yeah. I just don't even understand how you would be able to do that.
And it still goes in order. Like
yeah.
the alphabet, like their A is 1, B is 2, 3, C is 3. So like when you break down words, I mean, you can't plan that out.
No.
You can't fake it. So
Because
like,
of faith.
yeah. So his argument is that the Torah is a string of numbers that was like beamed into the brain of the prophet by God. And it's like a divine text, and the math proves it. Then you have another character who is like, she's kind of like a corporate mafia type of character.
Yeah. Extremely aggressive Wall Street person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like with the thuggery. Like
Yeah.
she's got goons backing her up.
Oh, for sure.
So they're like organized crime corporate syndicate people. And she's after Max because she knows that if his hypothesis is correct and his work is successful, he will be able to predict the stock market.
Yeah.
And they will be able to run the world.
And she surely tries.
She goes so far as to procure him a special like new silicone super chip that will perform better than the ones that he's using
Yeah.
because his keeps melting down.
Yeah.
So she's like trying to invest in him to get leverage over him and to get the results of his work.
Yeah.
Very shady.
Yeah. And she also, I mean, steals his garbage to like find a partial script of the numbers and then essentially crashes the stock market.
Yeah.
With that number.
He does
That's
a
wrong.
printout and
Yeah.
doesn't think it means anything at the time.
Yeah.
It does.
Surely does.
It's the true name of God. You printed it out of your smart computer.
His computer's name is Euclid.
Euclid of Euclidean geometry fame.
That's okay. I was wondering. It sounds so familiar. Gotcha.
Euclidean geometry is geometry that takes place on a sphere. And it changes the rules.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
Right?
And so that is connected thematically to pi because of circumference of spheres and such. So that's just a cool connection.
Nice.
There's a bunch of historical mathematical connections in this movie, mostly from Saul, the other ones.
Yeah.
But he names his 2 fish after Greek mathematicians.
Like Archimedes
gods.
and
Yeah, Archimedes and Icarus.
Icarus. Nice. Yeah. Yes, you are like Icarus.
Yeah, Icarus is a metaphor for our main character, Max. He starts the movie with this little anecdote about how when he was a kid, his mom told him not to look directly into the sun. So, of course, he did.
Yeah.
And it, like, blinded him temporarily.
Yeah.
And ever since that point, he's had these, like, bad migraines.
Yeah, like debilitating, horrible migraines.
Well, they get worse the
Yeah.
closer he gets to the truth of the number.
True.
So he's Icarusing himself. If you take the sun from the myth to be like divine knowledge in this case,
Yeah.
the closer he gets to like fulfilling his goal, the worse his migraines get.
Yeah. And just his full everything about him, his mental state, his health,
Yeah.
the drugs he has to take, everything.
There's a sense in which this movie is about math, but I think really this movie is about obsession and humanity.
Yeah, I'd reckon that to be true. He is fully obsessed with this.
Yeah, he's fully obsessed with like trying to find like the divine knowledge, like the proof that the universe is mathematical and he can predict everything. And it's essentially like omnipotence he's after.
Yeah.
He wants to become like God and like transcend humanity. But I think the core message of this movie is that that's not a desirable goal.
No, it ruin you. A human
It does
brain
ruin him.
Yeah.
Because he does attain the number in the end.
Yeah.
He does transcend. He's literally sitting there watching the stock ticker, predicting the numbers before they're coming out.
Yeah.
He has this vision where he's in like an all white room. So it's like implied that he sort of like does attain this knowledge,
Yes.
But then he has the worst migraine of his life, completely cripples him. And he has this like fever dream about being in love with a woman. And that sort of pulls him back to humanity. And he drills his fucking head.
Yeah, he lobotomizes himself.
He lobotomizes the part of his head that's like, has that weird scar.
Yeah, that fucking weird thing.
It's like a physical manifestation of his like God vision.
Yeah, something. I don't fucking know.
But he drills it out. And in the final scene of the movie, he can no longer do the calculations that his the little girl that lives next door, she's always asking him, Max, what's 858 times 14,000? And he always knows the answer because he's a genius. He can't answer the questions anymore. And it's literally the first scene in the movie that he actually looks happy.
Yeah, it's the only smile.
He smiles.
In the whole movie.
Yeah.
It's the first and only.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it's super interesting. His obsession really goes to a whole nother level. I mean, he completely ignores advances from his neighbor, Desi.
Right.
And just his personal hygiene, everything.
He's clearly attracted to her.
Yeah.
But he like refuses to engage any sort of romantic interest, which is it's part and parcel of his whole project. Like he's not capable or like willing to just participate in human affairs. Humanity is not like good enough for him, interesting enough.
Yeah. It's stimulating enough even.
Yeah, he's in pursuit of this nobler goal, this divine knowledge. So he won't like pursue his love interest.
Yeah.
And he's very dismissive to the child. He's kind of rude to her a lot.
True. Very true. With someone who's super clearly interested in math and such too, you know?
You would think he'd like foster that curiosity, but
For
instead
sure.
he dismisses her and he just locks himself in the apartment with Euclid.
And the goo.
Yeah. Saul tries to like dissuade Max from continuing his search. And he says, like, it comes out during their it's kind of an argument.
Yeah.
That Saul had to sort of quit and step away from research because he had a stroke. And it was a stroke that was induced by exhaustion and obsession. And what you're seeing is that Max is like the younger, newer mathematician, but Saul has already done this before.
Yeah.
And he like burned out and then voluntarily stepped away.
Which is like the only reasonable course of action, you know?
And he's telling Max, he's like, you have to stop. This isn't healthy. You're going to kill yourself. And he tries to make this argument about how there's nothing there.
Yeah.
He's like, if you get obsessed with the number, a pattern, your brain will filter out everything else in the world and you will see that pattern everywhere. Get obsessed with eights and you see eights everywhere. And it's a compelling argument at the time.
Yeah.
And I wrote in my notes originally that like Saul and Max represent different ideologies towards concepts of like universal reality and math and all that stuff.
Sure.
I don't think that's true, having sat on it longer.
Yeah.
I think Saul is lying to Max to get him to stop to save his life.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think that he did the exact same thing and felt the exact same things.
Yes.
And it literally gave him a stroke because he was so enveloped in it.
And after Max gets really close, about in the second act of the movie, he reports back to Saul and you see his like curiosity like light back up, but he doesn't want to admit it.
Yeah.
And he starts talking about this 216 digit number and how close he got. And the next time that Max comes to his apartment, he's dead.
Yep. Because he had been looking at all of the stuff again.
He had another stroke.
Yeah.
And the implication obviously is that the math causes the stroke, just like with Max and his migraines. And he comes to the apartment and he's dead already, but on the go board is a Fibonacci spiral. So it's the obsession.
Totally. Yeah, that was haunting.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And it's such a beautiful metaphor for obsession. It's literally a spiral. You're spiraling. You're like flushing yourself down a toilet.
Yeah, it's as good as it gets. Truly.
Yeah. Glorious.
Yeah.
There's a lot of incredible quotes in this movie.
Yeah, hit me.
Restate my assumptions. Assumption number 1, mathematics is the language of nature. Assumption number 2, everything around us can be represented and understood through numbers. 3, if you graph the numbers of any system, patterns emerge. Therefore, there are patterns everywhere in nature. He says that like 3 or 4 times throughout the movie.
Yeah, for sure, at least.
He's always like, 10:15 p.m. Restate my assumptions.
He just crushes his computer and shit.
He's sitting in front of Euclid. He's like 10:15 p.m. Hit return. And then he like won't hit it. He's too nervous.
Yeah.
Then he hears the sex sounds from his neighbor's apartment.
Oh my God.
I think that's another instance of him being conflicted between the divine pursuit, the mystical pursuit, and humanity. Because he's always hears his neighbor having sex right when he's like almost gonna run his program.
Yeah, like literally, I think every time.
Yeah, and it's like the two sides of what it's like to be a human. We're kind of like, half animal, half machine.
For sure. That's your right brain.
Yeah.
The other side's your left.
And he's conflicted. But pretty cool.
For sure. I thought it was really interesting that everything that seemed to be causing him pain was his right brain.
Like physically on the right side.
Literally the right side, and how that ties to, generally the more artsy human side of things, where your left brain is much more the logical, mathematical side. I mean, and he goes so far as to, at one point, you do that drug gun into his head, and
like double doses himself.
Yeah, straight into his fucking head, and then eventually lobotomizes that side of his head as well. Or does he do it to the left side?
It's on his left side.
Oh, so then so he only
He's
has...
lobotomizing the analytical side of his
Right,
mind.
right.
And that's where that weird scar tissue thing emerges. It's like it almost looks like one of the Hebrew letters, like the letter
Ooh.
A. But it like
I didn't even
emerges
think
in
about
his
that.
skin.
Yeah.
And he shaves his head to reveal it halfway through the movie. And
Yeah, that's fucking freaky, dude.
yeah, it
For
starts after he first like gets the 216 digit number. So I think the implication in the movie is that he like literally is transforming.
Yeah.
Because the same thing that's happening to him is what happens to his first iteration of his computer. Do you remember that? It melts.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It spews out goo.
Yeah. The goo is literally his own mind.
Yeah, like he goes and talks to Saul about it, and Saul says that he had the same problem with his computers, and he has this theory that when you feed the number and the equation like into the computer, it spiralizes. It creates like this circular process.
Yeah.
And essentially becomes like self-aware.
Yeah.
And it
just
becomes
for a brief moment, he says, and
before it overheats and melts down. And he's like, it becomes conscious of its own construction and prints out the recipe of its own like manufacture. So it's like printing out its own ingredients. It's like, who am I? It's just like melting down.
Honestly, Saul did a pretty bad job of getting him off the case.
He's so enticing.
Yeah, he's just like, you don't want to know about this, too much for you.
Yeah. You don't want to smoke this.
Yeah, exactly. You want nothing to do with this, do it?
He's like, do you want your supercomputer to become self-aware and tell you the truth of the reality of the universe?
Like,
I kind of do.
Pretty sure that's all he wants.
They have this thing about Go, where Saul is saying that it's like the most complex game, and the ancient Japanese said that, what does he say? I have it here. That the Go board represents an extremely chaotic and complex universe because there's so many variations that like none of them have ever been played twice.
Yeah.
They're each unique like a snowflake. And he's like, that's the reality of our universe. It can't be easily summed up with math, Max.
Yeah.
But then Max has his little retort. He's like, but as the game goes on, the board fills up and there's less possibilities. Soon, it does become predictable. He's like, there is a pattern, Saul.
Get fucked, Saul.
And I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah,
It's just like outburst.
He's like almost like an angsty little teenager in some ways.
Totally.
That's so funny.
It's incredible.
It is. It's like, it's hard to quantify how that could be his first movie. Like, why is that? Why is that in your head?
What I found it interesting was that the lead actor was also one of the writers.
Oh, cool. Cool. Max was?
Yeah. So it's a team effort. There was a third writer whose name I forget, but the director, Darren Aronofsky, is one of the writers. The lead actor, Sean Gillette, is the other writer. And yeah, they wrote it together, and then he performed the hell out of that part.
Dude, it's fantastic. His acting is crazy. It is really, really cool and just like pretty unique. His like vocal style, he's always like talking to himself fast. And
Yeah.
like,
He does such a good job of that sort of like manic, but like concentrated.
He does seem very smart.
Right.
You know,
like
for sure.
He comes across as like truly obsessed, but truly capable, like conspiratorial.
Dude, what's with this sick techno core?
Dude, the soundtrack by Clint Mansell. It's awesome, dude.
It's awesome. Yeah.
It's very late 90s. It's very like Matrix.
Oh, yeah.
Hackers.
Totally.
Fight Club.
Yeah.
A lot of drum and bass, beat break stuff, synthesizers.
Yeah, and then the sound production on it overall is crazy.
Yeah, the parts where he's like having his migraines and it's like really uncomfortable, like screeching sounds, like
horrible
scratching and computer sounds. I don't like it.
No.
But you're not supposed to like it.
Yeah. It's supposed to be horribly unpleasant.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable. They do a good job making you feel what Max is feeling
for
sound.
Sure. The first time he had one of the migraines, I was like, yeah.
You're like crawling in your skin.
For real. I immediately was like, okay, got to turn this way down.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I got similar feelings from when I watched Requiem for a Dream in high school too.
Really?
Darren Aronofsky just has a way of making movies that makes you very uncomfortable.
That's not the one where the dude's faces get switched, right?
Face Off?
No, not Face Off. The one with the other, isn't there another one with
That was John Woo, sir.
Oh no, I'm thinking of like Vanilla Sky or some shit.
No, it's not. No. Requiem for a Dream is about drug addiction and withdrawals, I think, while people are trying to like cold turkey kick a heroin addiction. Oof. If I'm remembering correctly.
Is that?
I hope I'm not confusing it with Train Spotting.
That is the plot that happens in Train Spotting.
Yeah,
for sure.
One of those is what I just described, and the other is another one.
It might be both, though.
I watched both those movies like the same week in high school, and perpetually mixed them up.
Well, did it have Ewan McGregor or Jared Leto? Or maybe not Jared Leto, just like the little baby face guy.
I feel like Ewan McGregor is in Train Spotting,
he is,
right?
Yeah, he's.
And that's where he crawls into the toilet. Okay, I'm thinking of Train Spotting for sure.
Nice. Yeah, I can't remember what Requiem for a Dream is.
I think there's a suicide in Requiem for a Dream. It's very dark subject matter, and it will make your skin crawl.
For sure.
Similarly, he's weird like that. He likes to get dark with his movies.
Yeah. The only other one that I've seen from him is Enter the Void, which is
Black Swan.
I have not seen Black Swan. Okay. It was on our list. Remember, we cut it.
Unfortunately, she turned into a Zionist pig, and we had to cancel.
Shucks.
She would have loved this movie, though.
Yeah, I'm sure.
She's like, the Hebrews are the holders of all universal truths.
Yeah, I know about that.
Through their numerological language.
Do you think it's crazy? You don't need to get into Natalie Portman.
No.
Not at all.
Saul has a cool comment about how if Max keeps pursuing this stuff with the numbers and with the Hebrew guy, he's just going to turn into a numerologist. And he says it with disdain.
Yeah.
He's like, this mysticism, and you're just nothing better than a numerologist.
Yeah, he's
like, if you abandon, what does he say? If you abandon the principles of scientific rigor, then you're going to become nothing more than a numerologist.
Mm-hmm. You're no mathematician.
Yeah. There is a lot of the theme in this movie of like science versus faith, I think, of like just wanting something so bad that you start to just like see it and feel that it's true.
Yeah.
Like no evidence needed, but it's like you think there's evidence everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, the correlations that you're finding are proof enough. You know, like he finds out that it's 216 letters, and then when he finds out from Lenny, I think his name is, that the number of the Torah is 216, he's like, I'll go with you. And immediately.
Then they have this cool exchange where Lenny's trying to get the number from Max. And Max says to him, he's like, well, you know it's 216 digits. It's like, I'm sure you and your people have put together every possible 216 digit string of numbers.
Yeah.
You've translated them all into their Hebrew words.
Yeah.
You've run all those through your computer. At some point, you had the number.
Yeah, and it didn't work.
It didn't work for you. And what he says is the number is nothing. It's the meaning, the syntax, what's between the numbers.
Yeah.
And I've got it. So he's making an argument at the end for like divine revelation.
Yeah, for sure. He certainly is acting as though he is chosen.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right.
I don't know what that means.
He's like lashing out against the corporate lady and the Hebrews, not just because they're manipulating him, but because like by that point in the movie, he really feels like he is superior to them. He like knows more than them. He has a direct pathway to like the voice of God.
Yeah. And
they don't.
And like direct communication with him. Yeah. That is super interesting.
But it kind of flies in the face of the whole mathematical like supposition that like with the right equation, you can just like plug in the numbers and figure out the truth of the universe. And with scientific rigor, we'll obtain knowledge.
Yeah, his assumptions really don't fit with that bill, like at all. The whole like being chosen by God. It seems like that's more so like just a manic thing that came out.
It's not like his assumptions. It's more like his conclusion from how he feels after discovering that knowledge is that he has this divine revelation or whatever. But he's never talking about that in like the first act of the movie.
Yeah.
He's going off of like mathematical principles and stuff, and he's trying to be scientific. Yeah. But he's sort of like loses that after having these like close experiences.
I guess he does. He stops restating his assumptions, right?
I don't know when he stops.
I feel like it's right around there.
But every time he hits return on his computer and like gets closer, he has these like, I want to call them revelations in the context of like what we're seeing, but also hallucinations, visions. He has like these recurring visions. And each time he gets closer, they get like more potent. Yeah. But then afterwards he has a worse migraine. It's a repeating thing. And like the more that he gets into that loop of like vision, migraine, try something new in the computer, better vision, worse migraine. Yeah. He gets further away each time from his like scientific rigor and closer to his ancient mysticism. Yeah. To the point that he has to drill his fucking head.
And he certainly does. What do you think that Aronofsky is trying to say with this movie?
I think he's trying to say that human experience is more important than knowledge, like spiritual truth, mysticism. I think he's saying that those types of pathways of thinking are like detrimental to the human experience, and that it's much better to just fall in love with a beautiful woman and have a family, be happy, go to the park.
Yeah, even if it is the God code or whatever.
Yeah, because it's not going to make you happy.
No, in fact, it just ruins your life.
It's going to either kill you the way it killed Saul, or it's going to drive you crazy like it did with Max, to the point that you drill your head. Like, death and insanity is not an admirable goal.
No, not really.
I think that's basically like the crux of it. It's just much better. It's much more fulfilling for a human to be a human. Yeah. Live a grounded life. Yeah. With experiences and connections and relationships. That's my takeaway. If I think that Aronofsky has a message, that's it. Yeah. For me.
That makes sense for sure.
And everything else is just like a really cool way of like thematically getting there. Because this is a cool sort of like thriller, psychological mystery movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Not quite in the same way as like The Game or Memento, but
It's still definitely a thriller though.
Yeah.
And like a psychological thriller.
creepy at times.
Definitely creepy at times. I mean, he's so detached from being human fairly often in this movie. He's like just living alone in that creepy fucking dirty apartment,
Yeah.
taking his drugs and working on Euclid and analyzing his goo. It's like
Right.
it's so detached from humanity.
When he takes the goo from the computer and looks at it under a microscope, it's in a spiral shape too.
Yeah. Fuck.
I think another sort of cool juxtaposition in this movie, like the Go board is like black and white and like represents polarity, you know, like two or like duality or whatever. And I think that's also sort of what Max and Saul represent when they argue with each other.
Yeah.
Another one of these things is like the like regularity of math versus the irrationality of humans. Because Max believes that the universe is mathematical, that there's patterns and he wants to find them, right? But humans are just fundamentally like imperfect.
For sure. I mean, we're so barbaric, you know, in like a lot of ways.
Just imperfect, you know, in all different ways, but
Yeah.
we're not like perfect math beings that like just exist as like a quantum string of data that like neatly like matches together. The human experience is like messy, and the nature world is like messy, and there's like lots of mistakes, and math works in like on paper, like in a vacuum.
Yeah.
Theoretically it's perfect,
Yeah.
but like concretely when things start happening in the universe, like it's not clear that that's actually like being represented by math, basically.
For sure.
And I think that's like a core tension point for Max. It's like the part of his frustration is like he sees everything that's happening in life as being like crazy and messy and irrational, and he looks to math as this like perfect answer. And he just wants the answer so bad that he like chases it.
Yeah, that sort of like obsession. I mean, it's almost like a form of OCD, you know? Like just the way that he's purely obsessed with like the perfection and nearly almost like clean aspect of mathematics. It would be really truly awful to live that kind of life, being that horribly obsessed with something.
Right. Like, I don't know, people being imperfect doesn't bother me necessarily. I mean, I do have a side of me. I'm an analytical person. I like to play chess, and like when things don't work the way that they're supposed to, it does make me annoyed.
Sure.
Sometimes like very annoyed.
Yeah.
Like that's not supposed to happen.
Right.
But you know, I understand that there is no supposed.
Yeah, it just happens.
Yeah, like sometimes things are mistakes, or like mistakes happen, and the equation is not as tidy as you want it to be.
Yeah, or suppose that it was in your head. I mean, a lot of that is just your own perception as well, you know?
Yeah. Max is very paranoid in this movie too.
Very paranoid. He does not want anything to do with anybody except for Saul.
There's a lot of cool filmmaking surrounding his paranoia, like with editing and camera work, where Aronofsky will like show someone on the subway looking, like they keep like looking over at Max.
Yeah.
And Max will catch them for a second, and then he'll look back and they're not looking. And then he'll look back and they're not even there.
How much of that do you think was hallucinations?
Right. That's another level to this movie that makes it compelling. I really don't know to what extent any of this stuff is happening.
Like it's, yeah, I mean, there's that for sure, but it's like clear on occasion, like when the dude who's singing disappears on the train, stuff like that.
Okay, that's a hallucination.
That's a hallucination, but also sometimes they're confirmed. Like when he tells the mafia lady to like, you have to have your people stop following me.
Yeah,
and she's like, okay,
she's like, okay, yeah, so he is being followed.
Yeah,
by both groups. The Hebrew guy keeps showing up at his bar. Oh, Max! Oh, look!
Oh.
I didn't expect you here.
Want to look at these numbers?
Yeah, he's totally Charlie Daying him. Oh, is this one of your walking paths? I mean, yeah, his paranoia is justified, but it's also like overbearing, and he also just has straight up hallucinations. Like he sees a brain on the steps of the subway and starts poking it.
Yeah.
And every time he pokes the brain, he gets a migraine like flash, and it's like he's poking his own brain.
Yeah.
And eventually he goes beyond poking and stabs his pen like all the way through it.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's just psychological. That's just
for
like
sure
him. And I don't even know if that's meant to be taken as part of the story, or if that's just like visual symbolism from Aronofsky to you to show you how it feels to be Max.
I think probably more the latter. Now that I'm thinking about it too, it was generally only half a brain every single time.
Right. It's
And
like
I think it was literally just the left half, which is also ties into that, what we said earlier. Super cool. Yeah, man, this movie's really fleshed out. It's really thought out very well.
Really cool script.
Yeah.
Like these guys came up with a rock solid idea, like concept for a movie.
Totally unique too, to anything I've ever seen.
So much detail went into every scene, every bit of dialogue. They had like not just story, but like philosophy driving this story. So it's a very thoughtful movie. It's got a worldview that it presents to you.
Yeah.
It's got a lot that you can take away. It's got a lot that you feel while watching it. In some ways, it's very relatable. In others, it's not. But
yeah, of course.
Everyone has that sort of like inner desire to like know more.
Of course.
Know the answers to those cosmic questions.
Yeah. Thankfully, most of us just have that barrier to not become fully obsessed.
Yeah.
You know?
And for those of us that can't let go of the question, there's always organized religion that will soak you up.
Oh, yeah.
And put you to work, you know? But
study these texts.
Yeah. Give me your money.
Yeah, no kidding.
Do my tasks. Organized religion will soak you up. But, I mean, if you have a strong will and like a stable mind, you can play around with these ideas and walk away.
Yeah.
You know, the same is not true for everybody, especially some people who like, they get untethered or too into like mystical ideas that don't have any sort of like framework that's relatable to real life. And they just start seeing like fungal networks as like conscious gods that they can talk to, and
they're communicating with the crystals.
You just find them like huddled in a tree stump, like with a crystal pouch, and like
they took way too many mushrooms.
Yeah, you are gone, bro.
Yeah,
talk to me when you get back.
We can still maybe be friends.
Yeah, we can be friends if you come back to me, but I'm not going over to you.
Yeah,
that's one of the lessons of this movie, honestly. Not to deride those people who like get a little too cosmic, but Darren Aronofsky is suggesting that your life would be improved if you let go of that shit.
Dude, I mean, it's just objectively true. Too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I've seen people fall down those weird rabbit holes.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't lead to anything good.
You need to come balance your checkbook, pay your rent on time, and hold down a job.
Stop going to fucking festivals.
Yeah, dude, like,
you're 32.
Your quest for ultimate knowledge, let's wrap it up.
Oh, that's funny. Crystal Mommy's getting some shade thrown on him right now. I love it.
Oh man, I had one other thing I wanted to talk about, and now we went on to the crystal mushroom forest, and I forgot it.
Well,
maybe it'll come back.
That's just the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
That's funny.
Well, what would you rate this movie?
I've been wrapping my head around that. It's either a 9 or a 10.
Yeah.
For me.
For me, this is an inversion of what we did for the game.
Yeah.
Where the game was a technical 10 without the substance.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a technical 9.
Yeah.
With the heart of a 10.
I'm down to agree with that for sure. Because, I mean, yeah, it's just like, fuck, you can, in some ways, you can tell it was made with 60 grand.
Right.
You know,
there are
like,
blown out highlights. There are black images that are too dark.
Mm-hmm. Occasionally the mixing's like, wow, okay.
The sound mixing can be coarse and grating. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of noise in the film. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, it's technically rough in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But it is done so with extreme artistry.
For sure.
It's a beautifully directed movie.
Yeah.
The shot composition is incredible. The acting incredible. Music incredible.
Yeah. Writing,
everything is put together flawlessly.
Yeah.
It's just, they did it with sort of like cheap cameras and not that good of lighting.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, it's just that this was his first movie and they didn't have any money.
They didn't have a budget.
Yeah. Like literally.
Can you imagine if he just had double the budget, which is still only 120 grand?
I mean, that would do it though. That would bring this from a hard 9, like a strong 9 to a 10 for sure.
For sure.
You know, I mean, like it just cleaned it up a little tiny bit. And that's really the only thing for me.
But it's got the heart of a 10. It makes
Big
me
time.
feel the way that a 10 makes me feel.
Dude, I couldn't believe it. I had to text you halfway through. I was like, bro,
this movie's crazy. Yeah. It's one of those movies that also, if you watch it like while you're young, it's going to like expand your mind rapidly.
My God, for
and
sure.
start getting you thinking about things differently. If you see this movie when you're like 14.
Dude, I would have loved this movie when I was around that age, for sure.
And it sits with you.
Shame.
You become obsessed.
14 years later, I saw it, and now
Paranoid.
I'm just an old stink.
Oh, here's the other thing I wanted to mention. I read online that A24 Studios have promised a 4K release of Pi.
Wow, that's cool. I was wondering because when I watched it was on YouTube for free, and it was by A24 Studios, released by them like 2
They must
years ago.
own it at this point.
They did. They bought it. Yeah, I looked it up, and yeah, they purchased the rights to it. So and then re-released it. So if they're doing a 4K reboot, dude,
yeah, they're doing a re-release.
Cool.
Hopefully that means like physical release.
That would be awesome.
4K.
Blu-ray, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd buy that.
Because currently, like, the best you can get is like 1080p rips of this from its DVD era. And it's like,
that's not great.
It could be better. I don't think you're ever going to get rid of that noise that was captured by the cameras, like the graininess, but that's just part of its charm at this point.
For sure.
It's locked in.
Locked in, baby.
Get used to it.
Yeah.
Life is messy.
It definitely, this movie for sure is making me want to visit the rest of Aronofsky's work.
Me too.
Like, I have to now. I had no idea that he had done Black Swan.
I didn't know that was him either, but I very much liked that movie.
Yeah? I've heard only good things about it.
And I really need to rewatch Requiem because I saw it once in high school.
Yeah, that pretty much doesn't even count.
It pretty much doesn't even count. I mean, that was an effective lifetime ago.
Yeah, no shit.
And then the other big one that I noticed is The Whale, which I still haven't seen, but Brendan Fraser allegedly did a fantastic job.
Allegedly.
With his role. That's what they're telling me. I have to use the word allegedly now after Ron.
Yep. Allegedly, that was a good movie.
Allegedly, Ron is a classic.
Yeah, it's not.
Realistically, it's trash.
It's trash. Yeah, no, I would for sure be down to put The Whale on the list one of these upcoming years.
Yeah.
We have a lot to get through.
Yes, we do. We've got to, we're closing in on the end of the year here. We've already got most of the movies recorded. So
goddamn, it's almost Christmas outside.
Yeah.
Ugh, crazy.
So we need to start making some decisions on next year's list.
Hard decisions. Hard, right decisions.
Rock hard decision making.
That's huge.
By the Booty Boys.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, If you've made it to this point in the podcast, thank you for listening,
Please.
watching.
Yes. Subscribe. Share with your friends and family.
Like us. Please like us.
Focus on computers.
Leave us a comment. Hit return. Type the comment in and a hit return.
Hit return. I love that that's not applicable ever anymore.
Return.
Yeah. For
What is
most,
it? Now it's just enter.
Yeah. For the modern.
Is that from the
audience.
typewriter era?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
because it
literally
it
returns.
returns to the start.
Yeah, that was your enter.
Yeah,
Yeah. Crazy.
right. I don't know why they kept it called return on modern computer keyboards. It's just a holdover.
Yep.
People are weird,
People are weird.
but we're not weird. So subscribe to our podcast.
Hell yeah. Just broke 60 not that long ago.
Yeah, 60 subbers.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
Slowly
go.
but surely, we
Yes.
climb towards 100.
Yes, and at 100, we should do something fun and special.
Yeah, if you're our 100th subscriber,
We'll fly you out.
leave us a comment. Let us know. We'll pin it to the top.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's sick. Hell yeah. Well, sweet. Thank you so much for watching.
This has been Quiet in the Back. Nice.
Nice. Nice. We're gonna rock it.